What are you tired of hearing from older generations? I'm 64 and I'm really tired of listening to people my age whine about stuff that younger people do. It definitely was not better when we were kids. A phone isn't that effing hard to figure out. It's not that nobody talks anymore. It's just that nobody wants to talk to you. I'm an older millennial. I have a good job, own a house, am married, and have 2 kids. It is 2022 and at least half the times I hear someone older reference millennials, it's talking about people who are currently the age my cohort was 22 years ago, when the millennium was a thing. How we can't fix anything ourselves, then promptly ask us to fix their Wi-Fi, set up their new phone and figure out why their computer is running slow. We can do plenty, we just have a different skill set. No joke. My dad did this time I didn't know how to change my tire on my car at 18. He never showed me, complained about it, and told me to figure it out. Not 10 minutes later his Wi-Fi went out and asked me to fix it. I told him to figure it out. I hate how we've gone from me getting Facebook as a teenager and my parents being like, don't believe everything you see on the internet, to them sending me medical research from unverified or unreputable sources. I'm not younger, but I'm fed up with some older people expecting gratitude for all that they have done, while taking zero responsibility for the problems that they will leave future generations. You just have to work harder if you want to buy a house. That's what I did. Yeah, well, I don't make 50% of the price of a house a year like you did. Just had someone the other day ask me, so why aren't you married? I'm like, if I met someone worth marrying, then I would. Your generation is sensitive and weren't taught hard work. Y'all literally raised us. How is it our faults? I'm sick of hearing about them arguing about participation trophies. I got one in middle school and was told to appreciate that I got it. I didn't want it. I knew that I hadn't done anything to deserve a trophy. It went into a drawer and was forgotten. People love complaining about how participation trophies have ruined children, when it was the adults that decided to hand them out. How idiotic is it to basically say, here's your award for existing, followed by you guys need to be awarded for just existing, in nearly the same breath. I'm 32, so not young not old, but definitely hate hearing stuff like, for example, my boyfriend's dad saying he didn't know he raised 3 girls when he found out my boyfriend and his brother drink tea. The hell is wrong with tea? The British Empire invaded half the globe at one point while enjoying tea. They are so judgmental and rude. I'm a restaurant worker, and I swear young people are way more polite and easygoing, while older people have zero patience, even though they are the ones who are already retired, oftentimes make disrespectful comments and still act like they are above the younger generation simply because they've been alive for longer. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and work harder. Buddy, I've been working 60+ hours a week and prices keep going up, and my pay is not, and I actually cannot afford to change jobs, change my living situation, buy a more fuel efficient car, or go to college. There actually is no out. There is no work harder and I'll make it. I'm literally in the poverty trap. I'm slowly making my way out of it, but it's going to be a long time, unless some other opportunity magically appears. College isn't the price of a McDouble or old man. Anything to the effect of young people can't have back pain, or any other physical disability, like, dude, I wish being in my 20s made me immune to being injured, but that's literally just not how the human body works. That I'm wasting my entire purpose as a woman, because I don't want kids. Comments like this only made me double down on choosing a hysterectomy over another option for a procedure to reduce my endometriosis pain. I've literally never wanted my own kids. The idea of parenting the 24th of July 365 has not ever had any appeal to me. I luckily had a super awesome surgeon who understood that and went to bat for me and helped me get this procedure. Even though I was only 22, the lab that got my uterus to test for other issues found the muscle of my uterus was full of endometriomas. If I'd ever gotten pregnant it could have killed me. So, everyone that told me I'd want that someday can kiss my laparoscopy scars. No one wants to work anymore. First of all, no one ever wanted to work. That's why it's called work and not fun. Second of all, maybe it's that no one wants to work at your job that lists itself as entry level, but wants 5 years of experience and a master's degree along with being able to work 12-hour days at minimum wage. Not just that, you put yourself out there time and again, and when you finally get the interview, I know the job, I know the kind of work site I will be around. I'm not 16 to 18 and stumbling my way in here, so I would like to get straight to the point. Pay, I need steady hours and a pay that is fitting for the work I'm doing and the conditions I'm doing it in. I have to be able to safely cover rent and my other bills. It says hiring at 18/hours. Why is that for someone who doesn't know what they are getting into? I know this job is dangerous and I would like a fair pay. I'm looking for 17.25 to start with raises coming later to end up around 20/21/hours. What? You can't. I've seen your workplace. I know the job you do. I know what I would have to clean and maintain and I can do it. I'm asking for fair pay because I've seen where I will be working and the kind of labor I will be doing. Won't hire for that pay because it's not worth it. This is a steel mill. You literally make fresh steel to ship out. I'm not going to break my back doing hard labor and not get fair pay. That's what it comes down to. Companies don't want to pay a fair wage and people don't want to be taken advantage of and treated like shit anymore. Older folks constantly trying to tell anybody younger than them that they don't know what getting old is. 35-year-old. Damn, I'm starting to feel more tired in the morning and feel a little more sore after exercise than I used to. 55-year-old. You think you're old. You're not old. I'm old. You think that's old. Well, wait till you get to be as old as I am. It's like they pride themselves on being older and more so than you and want to put you in your place for even suggesting you notice a difference in your body because of aging. As a 29-year-old, tired of older people telling me I'll understand joint pain, tiredness when I'm older, I'm disabled and chronically ill, I have had bad joints since birth. Like it's great that all your health problems are a result of your age, but mine have been around and will worsen because of that. When you're older you'll agree with me. Just because you're older doesn't mean you're always right or that you know the answers to all my life's problems. You grew up in a different time period with different problems and different social views. Your problems might be similar and you might be right some of the time, but that is no excuse to shut down every logical point I make against your beliefs with this line. My mom and I got into a fight over housing affordability. Your father, 55, and I, 53, worked very hard to afford this house, $175,000, and you make more than we did at the time we bought, 1992. The house now is worth about $1.5 million. My mom didn't work, and my dad made $100,000 a year. I make $150,000 and houses in my price range are $600,000 1 hour or more away from where I want to be and less than half size with less than half the lot. Young people are high-minded because they have not yet been humbled by life, nor have they experienced the force of circumstances. They think they know everything and are always quite sure about it. I'll let you make a guess what generation that quote came from. Truthfully, life would be better if we stopped our complaining about generations, younger and older. We live our lives through the lenses of our generation. Our generational hardships are those of our own. The only thing you can do is strive to be better than your own generation, so the next generation can see you as the exception to the rule for whichever bad thing your generation will be known for. Literally any and all job advice. Sorry, Deborah, but you've worked the same unionized position for 30+ years. The number of valuable insights you can give me about the modern labor landscape numbers somewhere between diddly and squat. And Hank literally drops the walk downtown handing out resumes and shaking hands line without awareness or irony.